And joining us now is former Democratic Minnesota State Representative Ryan Winkler. He and Speaker Hortman served together in the state legislature and were close friends. First, I'm so sorry for your loss and to have to talk under these circumstances. Can you tell us about your friends, Melissa Hortman and her husband, Mark?
You know, I've been sitting here listening to some of the conversation about political violence and extremism, and it struck me that the Hortmans were the exact opposite of that. Melissa was not somebody who was a social media warrior trying to get attention, trying to bring a lot of focus on herself. She was not an extremist. She believed very much in working through the institutions we have to improve people's lives, and she made a huge difference in Minnesota, probably the most consequential state leader we've seen in the last generation, because she was dedicated, put her nose to the grindstone, and just got the work done. And that this kind of radicalism or whatever is behind it, this violence, harming her and her husband, killing them, is absolutely heartbreaking for those of us who knew her and those of us who work so closely with her.
Clearly, this is an incident that has shaken your state and people around the country. We were just talking about the threats to lawmakers and an increase in political violence. As a former member of the state house, what are your biggest and I guess, thoughts about that issue in this moment?
Obviously, there have to be additional measures taken to protect security of elected officials and public officials at home, in their offices, in their places of public business. But I also think at a deeper level, we have to be willing to confront extremism and radicalism, not just on the other side, right? It's easy for one side to see radicals on the other side. We also have to address extreme language and the ways that people are dehumanizing others just because of a political disagreement. I do think that Melissa Hortman stood for that when she was in public office. I think that we need to understand that leadership and the tone that leaders set, whether at the national level or at the state level, contributes a great deal to what people think is acceptable or normal behavior. And we have not seen great leadership at the national level in recent years. And that is filtered, I think, all the way down to the state and local level. Our politics, our communities are coarser, more dangerous, more radical than they have been in the past. And we need to turn the other direction.
I just want to take a moment to highlight again the victims in this incident and the life that was lost, in particular, your friend, Speaker Hortman. By all accounts, no matter your politics, she was an effective legislator. And you see her picture there alongside her husband, who was also killed in this. We know Melissa Hortman was able to get through paid family leave, free school breakfast and lunch, an expansion of the child tax credit, and much more during her time as Speaker. What was the driving force behind her priorities?
Melissa wanted to do the right thing for people. She really wanted to serve the public, and she felt a tremendous sense of responsibility and duty. People have often described her as being a very strong person, and she was, but it wasn't bravado. It wasn't overconfidence or arrogance. She often was insecure about choices that she had made and wanted to check to see if she had done the right thing. What made her strong is that she faced a lot of uncertainty herself, and she overcame it. She came forward with proposals and leadership that made a big difference for people in Minnesota. And this was never, I think the strongest point about her is that she never made it about herself. She always made it about the team, whether that was in the House Democrats or the team Minnesota, right? How do we make this whole state better? That's what she was all about. She was pretty selfless in that regard and stood out for me. I was her number 2 for 4 years, and you know, Melissa never tried to put herself forward, put her own agenda ahead of everybody else's.
Well, again, such a tragedy here. Melissa Hortman having lost her life, her husband Mark, and then, of course, there is State Senator John Hoffman still fighting for his life, and his wife also injured. They were shot multiple times as well. Ryan Winkler, thank you for taking the time to join us, and we wish you and all of the folks there in Minnesota the very best in this difficult moment.